What up? We're going to go over chapters 4 through 6 of your Iliad packet. So get ready. Here we go. So the first thing you did is that vocabulary like we talked about, and this time you are finding synonyms and not definitions, so make sure you found synonyms using that thesaurus. First one is grieve. For this one I found the word armor. Maybe you had a different one, but that's what I found. Conjure or conjured means to ask. Okay, that's chapter 4. Chapter 5, we had the ibex horn. That's a type of bow. It's something that they used in battle. For this next one, this is also a type of armor. The cuirass, right, that's also a type of armor. And then chapter 6, we had melee, which means a close battle, and then desecrated, which means ruined. So hopefully not too hard there. You got those, okay? So next, let's talk about that juicy drama. What happens in chapter 4 through 6? Cause and effect. So the first one, chapter 4, is called A Duel. So first we got Paris and Menelaus. They finally battle, right? After kind of some back and forth, it's time. The effect of that is Aphrodite interfered in the battle and helped Paris. Now, if we think all the way back to our timeline, that makes sense that she would do that because he promised her the apple, right? So that's pretty intense right there. So then to do so, Aphrodite conjured a mist to protect Paris. And Paris escaped through the Trojan lines and the city gates to his home. So this is where we see, guys, I know people are saying, like, is the Trojan War real? Is it not? When we think about the gods and goddesses interfering, I think that kind of changes our reading, right? And makes us think a little bit differently about this text, all right? So then we go on to chapter 5, the battle begins, all right? So Zeus and Hera disagree about the battle and interfere with the truce, all right? So again, we see the gods and goddesses not content with what the humans are doing, so they go ahead and interfere. The effect of that is Athena sent word that Menelaus must die by Apollo's hand, all right? If we think back to our timeline again, we know a little bit about Apollo and how he's going to be involved later, okay? Number 2. Athena deflected the arrow and wounded Menelaus, all right? And then here, because of that, Agamemnon called off a truce and the bloody war began again. So we, again, have this kind of back and forth. You'll see this a lot in the book where we're fighting, gods and goddesses interfere, we're fighting, gods and goddesses interfere. It's this whole cycle, okay? And then chapter 6, the battle continues. The Trojans need a hero as grave as the bravest Greek. Maybe I think that should say brave, probably. Let's change that. All right, and then the Trojan hero Hector was confronted by his men to fight in the battle. So just kind of more drama with the battle. Is going to get bloody real soon, if it hasn't been already a little bit. Okay, so let's go down and look at that figurative language like we talked about, all right? So for the first one, and this is all of the chapters, it could be anywhere. So you will definitely have a different answer than me because there's lots, right? So the first one is a simile. As warriors surge forward like twin tides about to swallow each other, so that's comparing the warriors to the tides, right? Okay. And then the second one, personification. Thunder roared around Mount Olympus. That's giving it more of a lifelike quality than it probably has, all right? So, guys, that's chapters 4 through 6. Now is a good time to go back and review. We're going to have a formative coming up on the prologue through chapter 6. So go back and review everything that you have in your packet. Make sure you got it all correct, and we'll move on from there.